Well, this is one of them educational videos, entertainment purposes only, may be real, may not. If you're looking at this and taking tips on how to be a criminal, more for you. I've said before about when I used to go and visit one of my mates. Yeah, I know I've done one video. I may have done one other about bringing up things. Yeah, bringing up contraband, usually phones or drugs, to a jail. Yeah, and I was doing it for me close mate. I was doing it for him every couple of weeks. He was turning it into a bit of a liberty really, but like he was, not me. I was doing it for free basically. I was loading him up. I was bringing him ounces. Alleged, allegedly, allegedly, may not be true. Bringing him out ounces, ounces and ounces and ounces. Yes. On any visit, I was bringing him 3 ounces plus. It'd be 3 ounces, 4 ounces, 5 ounces, it'd be 2 ounces of spice, half ounce of weed, or an ounce of weed, or and a bit of brown. Uh, you know, 2 phones, mate. These parcels were like that, yeah. And I've spoke about my my little hiding place. Yeah, if I was ever going up on allegedly ever going up on a visit, allegedly may never have done it. I only used to wear shorts and a t-shirt. Didn't matter if it was thunderstorming outside. Yeah, less things for 'em to wear, innit? Less things for 'em to pat you down and wear and think, oh, we hiding something. And I also, I promise you, I'll wear boxers. I'm not going to prove it, but I wear boxers. I don't wear pants, yeah, right? But there was a pair of white fronts, pair of pants, yeah, these David Beckham ones, right? That had a pocket randomly from like on the outside, from like the tip of the helmet all the way around to your bumhole. It was like a pocket, like you could just load it up between your legs. It was like just put ounces down there. All the whole parcel will allegedly go down there, right? Get a bit of wet coffee, yeah. Put a bit of coffee, pour a bit of coffee powder into a cup, tiny little bit of water in it, mix it up, and then paint that all over your parcel. Yeah, that's as easy as it is to beat a sniffer dog, allegedly, right? Don't do it. Don't try it. I may be wrong. I may be lying. But in my experience, in my alleged experience, if you paint that on, because the dog isn't looking for weed. It's looking for its ball. It wants its ball. Yeah, it's a game to the dog, innit? If it can't smell what's going to get him its ball, it moves on. It's not clever. It's not going, oh, where's that weed? Where's that bee? It's not doing that. You put a bit of coffee on it. It goes, oh. I've sat on the edge of a chair. We've all been, anyone that's visited, yeah, you sit on the edge of a chair like that with your legs open, like we're waiting to go in, as far forward as you can. And the dog will come up and put his nose between your legs and sniff all around you. That's that's when it's on. That's when you're trying to hide the sweat and you like the adrenaline, your leg just jumping a little bit. It's just sitting there like dog in between your legs, going all round you. Allegedly. Right, once you've done it once, you realise coffee works. Doesn't matter if you've got a tenth of it or a 10 key of it, coffee works. Don't try it, don't do it, it's wrong and illegal, and it might not work because this might be bullshit. Every couple of weeks I was going to visit him, yeah, mate. There was one. I've said it. I think I've mentioned it. There was one. Yeah, I'm allegedly at his bird's house. Yeah, just like making the parcels up. Yeah, and like her son has got one of them. Do you know one of those things that you blow it like a bubbles thing, like, and then bubbles come out. Yeah, like, but this was like a long tube. It's like a fluorescent tube, like long. I'm looking at this. There was like a couple. Yeah, I'm thinking if I cut them in half, I could just load it up. Be like 2 long tubes that he could just plug, yeah. In the end, I'm thinking this is a great idea. They're long, they're thin, they're slim. Yeah. But imagine 2 of them got to go inside your person, yeah, not down your throat. Yeah, it's not entering my head, is it? I'm just putting them down my David Beckham pocket, mate. I'm not thinking this is long. It's like he's getting stabbed from behind, allegedly. Which is, I'm up on the visit. I'll give it to you. It's like a fluorescent thing, pass it over of like a fluorescent green tube as well. It's like, yeah, on camera, not bait. Like, Kerry watches those cameras. This proves no one watches those cameras, yeah. But, he's like sort of, he's like, what am I going to do? I've got, he's going, mate, like, it's the size of like that. It's like that. It's thin. He's like, mate, I can't take that. I was like, bruv, don't mess about. I've got another one to give you. He's plugged it, and I could see it shining out of the top of his mouth, like, oh. I've given him the other one, yeah. I'm starting to think maybe this fluorescent tube wasn't a good idea on a visit. He's gone, I can't do it. I can't do two. And he's panicked, he's sweating, he's more panicked than me. He's left one fluorescent tube, the second one that I've given him, on the chair, while he's gone off the visit, said he's got to go to the toilet. Yeah, he's got to pick that up. I ain't touching that. I am not touching that. Like, so I've just sat there, like, you know what I mean? Just drinking me coffee and eating me Mars bar while he's gone to the toilet, dropped that other one on someone whose visitor didn't turn up, and then he's come back out and took that one, yeah? And we got away with it, allegedly. Oh! Right? Anyway, that's getting right off the point, yeah? I'm visiting him regularly, all the time. At one point, he's managed to get hold of 58 mils, 38 mils Subutex tablets. Yeah, you get like an 8 mil tablet, 8 mil. You can cut that 8 mil down into 8 1 mils, yeah, and sniff them. 16 lines, yeah, half a mils, yeah, and that will last you 16 days quite happily. If you're not greedy, yeah, it will knock your bollocks off, yeah. He'd managed to get hold of I've described that they're a blocker, they're this, they're that, yeah, but people abuse them, people crush them up, people sniff them, and they're an opiate, yeah. Don't do it, it's disgusting. But that's what people do. He managed to get hold of 30 of them or 50 of them or something, and he was going to put them on another parcel, yeah. The next one I was going to take up for him. But in the meantime, I'd got nicked, innit? I'd got banged up for something. I ended up somewhere. I forgot where I was. Forgot what I got banged up for. Now my mate's in jail and I'm in jail. I don't forget what I'm in jail for. It's burglary. I'm in Bedford. That's what I went to jail for, because I was in Bedford. I've only ever been Bedford once, right? I've done a million videos about Bedford. It's a dossole. Did not get kit changed for 6 months. I don't harp on about that at all, do I, ever? 6 months. That's disgusting. Yeah, right. So he's in jail. He's in the Mount or something, me pal, allegedly, and I'm in Bedford. His bird's got those 58 mils, right? And she is never in a million years going to take them to him, right? Never. But they're just sitting there till he gets out. They're never going to that prison. She will never take them up, and he doesn't know anyone else that'll take them up for him. So I'd work getting someone to come up on a visit, right? Most people don't want to risk it for a biscuit. So this is what, and he'd started getting, my pal, the one that I'd been coming to see, he'd started getting ideas above his station, right? He started getting like, oh, this is great. He's bringing up all this all the time. He'd sorted out some parcel of phones that he got off the internet. Him and his pals got off the internet or something. Do you know those little ones that people use in jail, the tiny little ones? I've put pictures up on here before. They're tiny. They're like the size of a finger. And got them sent to one of my family members' house without telling me or telling them, yeah. He thought it would land there. I'd go and get it and take it to him, right? So they've opened it up. I think this was before spice was illegal. I think you could still go into shops and buy spice, like in the packets, yeah. So I think they'd all the spice phones. It was all in there. Oh, mate, the siblings weren't happy. I think the siblings sold it, rightly so. Like, you know, they made out they lost it or whatever, but they probably sold it, and rightly so. My pal took a right liberty, got it sent to their address, right? I didn't know until I'm in jail, and they're telling me, I'm like, what? I did not know this. I did not know this was what that cheeky so and so did, right? And I didn't. Hand on heart, didn't know. Hand on heart, wherever it is, didn't know, right? Long story short, his brother turns up in jail. I think I briefly mentioned his brother yesterday. Yeah, we went in the same cell for a week. His brother's hard work. They look exactly like each other, yeah, but my pal is sort of like meek and mellow compared to his brother, mate. All like my pal sort of like burnt out like me. Like his brother's like in your face, high risk 99% of the time in a single cell. I've told stories about them trying to trick him into sending him to dispersal when he was doing like 3.5 for a burglary. Like they were like, that's how uncontrollable he is. They were trying to get him into a dispersal. He got all the way there. They twisted him up, put him on the sweatbox, and he just done dirty protest on the sweatbox. Started chucking it out underneath, and they went, "Nope, we're not taking him. Send him back." Right? The dispersal went, "No, send him back to the CCAT." He's hard work, and mate, this was like the hardest week I've ever done with someone. Yeah, he's hard work. He's always at the door. Like he's got parcels left, right, and centre. This geezer. I say part. He's got like weed or spice and spice at the time. So he's always got something, but he's never got burn to smoke it with. Yeah, and he's always at the door calling someone for burn, and he's up at the crack of dawn, like when people go into court at like 5, 6 in the morning, creeping past the cell. He's there at the door. And he's waking me up, expecting me to do it. I'm happy just to sleep and have no burn until I get up and get out the door and then do what I've got to do. And I've always got tobacco as well when I'm not banged up with him. It's hard work, right? Anyway, he's got a thing. He's got a blower. He's got a phone. We're sitting in the cell one night. He's got a visit coming up. Yeah, his bird allegedly always come up with something. Yeah, she was good. You've got a bird like that for you. Some people don't want their birds to risk it, but he did, and she did it willingly all the time. So sitting there like, I'm thinking, usually I wouldn't, like, those 30 or 58 mils wouldn't have entered my head to have me bow. But I'm sitting there, I'm like half bitter about him getting sent that massive parcel to one of his siblings' house, like, and I'm thinking, you cheeky. So I went, your brother's got allegedly got 30 or 58 mils at his bird's house. She's never going to take them to him. He didn't need much convincing. Actually, hold on a minute, blah, blah, blah. Put his phone down to his bird, got on the phone to his brother's bird. Those 58 mils. Give them to my bird. She's come around your house or whatever. Yeah, right, yeah, good. I just want them gone. I'm thinking, sweet. Next day, he's gone out there, come back. He's got whatever parcel he's got. Those 8 mils are with it. We had a good night that night, and then the next day we went our separate ways, I think, or a couple of days later. He was hard work. And if you enjoyed that, hit the subscribe, and we'll chat later. Adios.